we have completed the different types of equations of straight lines. Okay, so if you remember, we started off with a general equation, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and I told you any first degree equation in x and y will represent a straight line. Then we discussed about various types of equations, right? We started off with point slope form, then we discussed about 2-point form. Okay, then we discussed about slope intercept form. In that we discussed about y-intercept form and x-intercept form. Then after that we discussed about intercept form, where we use both x-intercept and y-intercept. Okay, then after that we have seen distance form or parametric form or symmetric form. Okay, then after that we discussed about normal form. Okay, so all these things we discussed. Now in this session, this is your 7th session in coordinate geometry, right? So in this session, what I'm going to do is, we'll try to see if a general equation is known to you, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is a general equation, right? You are going to transform this general equation into different types. Into different types means we will transform this general equation into slope-intercept form, we'll transform it to intercept form, we'll transform it into normal form, okay, we'll transform it into distance form, or these three are basically more important. We need to see how to transform this general equation into slope-intercept form. So first we'll see slope-intercept form, how you're going to transform it. What is slope-intercept form? That is MX plus C, y equal to MX plus C, where M is the slope and C is the intercept. Then we will transform it into intercept form, that is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Okay, then we will transform it into normal form. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. So let me first take this case, that is general equation into slope-intercept form. Okay, so I'm taking this general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. What I can do is, okay, see, there are 2-3 methods in which you can do this. You can just keep y on this side, okay, because this is your slope-intercept form, y equal to mx plus c. So on left hand side I need y. Okay, so what you can do, keep by in the left hand side and take ax and c to the other side. That is first step. Okay, so keep by, so by equal to minus ax minus c. Then I need only y, right? So divide by b, right? Or take b to the other side, so that will become division. So this will become, this b will come here. So this is what you'll get. Now rearranging, what you'll get, y is equal to a by b, this is minus, into x, okay, plus minus c by b. Now this is of the form y equal to mx plus c. You can clearly see, right? Then what is your m is this, and what is your c is this. So from this what you can understand is, m is the slope, c is the y-intercept. So from general equation, if you have been given a general equation like this, what is the slope? Slope is minus a by b. So I can say slope equal to m equal to minus a by b, or tan theta is minus a by b. You can find theta also, obviously. Okay, similarly, what is my y-intercept? Y-intercept is minus c by b. Okay, now your equation was ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is a general equation. So I am giving you this general equation. I am asking you what is the slope. Slope is minus a by b, or you can write it as minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y, if you take minus, what you get is m, slope. Similarly, what is y-intercept? If this equation is given, there are one way I already told you, right? You can get y-intercept. In fact, 2 ways I told you already. Put x is equal to 0, see what you're getting, that is your y-intercept. Okay, or take c to the right hand side. Okay, take c to the right hand side. Okay, so this will become minus c, then divide by minus c, then you will get b divided by c. Okay, and that will come as the denominator, right? So minus c by b. So here directly you're getting that y-intercept is minus c by b, which is nothing but constant divided by coefficient of y and minus of it. Okay, so this is your y-intercept. So what we did, you can either say I converted general form into slope-intercept form, or alternatively you can understand like this. If general form is given, I can find slope by using minus a by b. So that is given, constants are given. Okay, a, b, c are constants, that you can find it. Then my y-intercept is going to be minus c by b. So slope is minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. Y-intercept is minus of coefficient of constant divided by coefficient of y. So you know m and y. Y-intercept here is actually c. Y-intercept is c. So once you know this, what is y equal to mx plus c, you can write like this. Okay. So if I tell you one example, 3x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. This is your A, this is your B, this is your C. If I ask you what is x-intercept, I need to convert into slope-intercept form, right? So slope-intercept form means minus a by b, minus 3 by 4 will give you your slope. Okay. Now minus c by b will give you your y-intercept. So minus c means plus 12. So 12 by 4, which is equal to 3, that is your y-intercept. Okay. So you got your slope and you got the y-intercept. So y equal to m into x plus c. So m is minus 3 by 4 x plus c. Okay. So 4y plus 3x minus c equal to 0, where c we already know, that is 12. Okay. So conversion of general equation to slope intercept form we understood. Now we are going to convert the general equation to intercept form. Okay. So general equation, again I am taking the same ax plus by plus c equal to 0. What is intercept form? We need this to be converted like in this way: x by a plus y by b plus equal to 1. Here a is the x-intercept and b is the y-intercept. I told you already how to do this, right? In the previous session we have in fact discussed the same. So let's proceed. So what is the first step? Take this to the other side, because in your intercept form you can see in the left hand side only x and y. So take the constant to the right hand side. So this will give you ax plus by equal to minus c. Now in the right hand side, if you look at this is 1. So what you need to do is you need to make this as 1. To make the right hand side 1, you need to divide with minus c. So divide with minus c throughout. So this will become a divided by minus c into x plus b divided by minus c into y, okay, equal to 1. So clearly x divided by, if you need to write it as slope, this intercept form like this, as given, x should be on the top numerator. So x divided by minus c by a plus y divided by minus c by b equal to 1. So from this what you can understand, if this equation is given, general equation is given, you need to find the x-intercept. Just take this minus of constant divided by coefficient of x. Okay, that is your x-intercept. Okay, similarly that is your a, that is your x-intercept. Okay, b, that is your y-intercept, will be minus of constant divided by coefficient of y, that is your y-intercept. Okay, so you got the x-intercept and y-intercept. So your answer will be x divided by x-intercept, that is a, plus y divided by y-intercept, that is b, equal to 1. Okay, so that you can easily do, right? So these are given anyway in the equation. So if I am giving you just like this, 3x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. Okay, so what is x-intercept? This is how. See, minus of constant by coefficient of x. So that is 12 by coefficient of x, 3. This is your x-intercept, right, which is 4. Similarly, y-intercept minus constant, that is 12, divided by coefficient of 4, that is 4, will give you 3. So this equation again you will write it as x by 4 plus y by 3 equal to 1. Sorry, this is okay. So this is 1, right? X by a plus y by b equal to 1. Okay, now when you take LCM, this become 3x plus 4y equal to 12. Why that 12? Because this is going to the other side and will become 12. So I hope you understood. So general equation is given. Okay, so you can get the x-intercept like this, y-intercept like this. Alternately, how will you get the x-intercept and y-intercept? Put x equal to 0, get y-intercept. Put y equal to 0, get x-intercept. Okay, so we have already discussed all these things, but I hope you understood this now. Okay, so general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. How to convert into slope intercept form? you understood minus a by b is your slope, okay, and minus c by b is your y-intercept, okay. So by using slope and y-intercept is your c, by using this two you can write y equal to mx plus c. That's how you do the conversion, okay. So y equal to mx plus c. How will you convert into the intercept form? X by a plus y by b equal to 1. We need a and b. A is the x-intercept and b is the y-intercept. So x-intercept is minus constant by coefficient of x. So this is your x-intercept, which is a, and what is y-intercept? Minus constant divided by coefficient of b, that is your y-intercept, that is b. Once you know a and b, just substitute here, you get the answer. All these things you can get from the given equation. There is nothing unknown here. You know a, you know b, you know c. Okay, now clearly you can see here y-intercept is minus c by b. Here also y-intercept is minus c by b. So you can generalize it. So from this, what all things you can conclude? Slope. Slope is minus a by b. If general equation is given, if the coefficient of x and y is known, you can get the slope like this without using tan theta or without knowing 2 points or anything. If general equation is given, you can get the slope. Now x-intercept you can get minus c divided by x coefficient of x, okay, that is a. Y-intercept you can get again minus constant divided by coefficient of b. That's it. So coefficient of not b, coefficient of y, okay. So this is what the conversions, okay. Now what is the next transformation? This is slightly difficult. See, once you understood, this is going to be easy. So what I'll do is I'll make you understand by deriving it, how you got this transformation. So once you understood how you got this transformation, it may take some time, but you will not forget it, okay. So next is I'm going to transform it into normal form, okay. So I have general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. What is our normal form? You know this, right? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. I hope you remember what is alpha and p, right? This is your line. So what is p? P is the perpendicular drawn from the origin to the line, and this length is p, the length of the perpendicular, and this angle, that perpendicular, the angle that the perpendicular make with the positive x-axis is your alpha. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this equation into this form, okay. So okay, let me, so here I have x, here I have y. So b is like sin alpha, a is here like cos alpha. So I need to get c, so what I can do is I can take p to this side, then I can make comparison, right? So this x cos alpha, y sin alpha, I'll rearrange and I'll write it as x cos alpha plus y sin alpha minus p equal to 0. Then these two are looking similar because this is coefficient of x, this is coefficient of x, y, this is constant, because p is the length, that is constant only, okay. Now I can compare now, okay. So a by cos alpha equal to b by sin alpha equal to c by minus p, okay. No issue with this, right? Now what you need to do is this two and this two you compare, okay. So this is first comparison. When you compare this, get cos alpha. When you compare this, get sin alpha. So I want you to get value of cos alpha and sin alpha, okay. So take a minute and compare this, get the value of cos alpha and sin alpha. Very simple, right? See, if you compare this, a cos alpha equal to c by minus p. So what is cos alpha? Cos alpha will be a into minus p divided by c, or I can write it as minus pa divided by c. Similarly, if you compare this, b by sin alpha equal to c by minus p, when you compare this, you'll get minus p b by c. So if this is your equation 1 and this is your equation 2, you got cos alpha as this, you got sin alpha as this. Now what I need is, I need to get p from this. So if I need to get p from this, I need to remove this cos alpha and sin alpha somehow. So what I can do is, I have a cos alpha, I have a sin alpha in two equations. I just need to square it. So once you square it, this will become cos square alpha, this will become sin square alpha. Here also, right hand side also I'll square. Then after squaring, if I add, on one side I'll be getting cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, which in turn will give you 1. So I'll get other points, and with that I can find p without cos alpha and sin alpha, okay. So let's proceed. What I'm going to do is I'm squaring and I'm adding. So once you square this, I'll get cos square alpha, then which is equal to p square a square by c square. Sin square alpha will be p square b square will by c square, because minus will get cancelled out once you square it, right? So after that, when you add, sin square and cos square will give you 1. So LHS, can I directly write it as 1? I'm directly writing it here 1. equal to p square a square plus p square b square divided by c square. What is common here? You can see p square and c square is common, so a square plus b square. Okay, so from this can you get p? That is a question. Okay, so I got 1 is equal to p square by c square into a square plus b square. So I want you to find p here. Okay, so what is the value of p? See, p square will be clearly c square will go to the top and a square b square will come to the bottom. That is what p square. So p will be plus or minus. Now I don't want to take minus here because p is the length. So length can't be negative. So it's only plus root of c square by a square plus b square. Now this can be written as c. I'll take c square out from the root. C divided by root of a square plus b square. So what I got, p is equal to c divided by a square plus b square under root. I got p. Can I get cos alpha? Can I get sine alpha? There's a question now. What is cos alpha for me? Here I have cos alpha equal to minus pa by c, sine alpha minus pb by c. Okay, so cos alpha minus pa by c, sine alpha minus pb by c. What you can do is substitute this p over here and substitute p here. So what you will get is, you can do this now, cos alpha equal to minus a divided by root of a square plus b square, sine alpha equal to minus b divided by root of a square plus b square. Okay, so what is p? P is c divided by a square plus b square. Now what was your normal form? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. This was your normal form. Okay, see, we got cos alpha in terms of a, so can you relate it ax, sin alpha in terms of b, so by, p in terms of c equal to c. Okay, you can connect it somehow. So what you can do is just substitute values that we obtained as p, sin alpha, cos alpha. Okay, so once you substitute, what you'll get, x into cos alpha was in terms of b, right? So minus a divided by root of a square plus b square. See, remembering these will not face much problem. How you got it is the problem, right? And nobody will ask you how you got it during exam. But for your understanding, see, I told you in the previous video, this video is made forever, because once I made it, there is no need to discuss it again over this. That's why I'm taking too many sessions. Otherwise, formulas can be directly understood, right? I just tell you ax plus by plus c could be transformed like this, provided this is the changes that I need to make. That's it. 1 minute, one transformation is done. I don't want to spend 10 minutes, but this 10 minutes I'm spending for ever. Okay. So similarly, y. What is the coefficient? Here sin alpha, I'll substitute minus b divided by root of a square plus b square equal to c, that is p, okay, c divided by root of a square plus b square. Now, how you remember is the question, right? See, this is ax plus by plus c. That is what we need. Now, this is what you need to remember. Root of a square plus b square, that is common in all. And you need to put minus also, because the c is coming here. The c can come here, right? So, if you remove this equality sign, the c will also become minus. So, all are minus, which is equal to 0. So, this is of the form ax plus by plus c. We started from there only. Okay, so now what we needed is, we need to convert into this form, right? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. So let me put this as equal to. Okay, so how to get cos alpha? What we know, we are converting from the general equation. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. From this we know a, we know b, we know c. So we can get this cos alpha. This is cos alpha. We can get this is sin alpha, you can get it. From this also, you can get that. Okay, so I hope you understood, and now I tell you the shortcut. The method you will use in exam, I tell you, okay. This is how you got it actually, but how you can do it otherwise. See, you have this ax plus by plus c equal to 0, right? Step 1. In the first step, you shift your constant to the right hand side. So that will give you ax plus by, okay, equal to minus c. Then in step 2, what you need to do is divide. So once you shift to the right hand side, see, we already saw this right hand side p, that need to be positive, so make it positive. So once you shift it, it will become negative. How can you make it positive? If you need to put it positive, you need to put minus here. That's it. So what you did is, take the constant to the other side, make it positive. So these two will become negative. The right hand side is positive. Now divide. Second step is divide this with root of coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. You'll get the answer. Okay, what is coefficient of x square? That is your a square plus b square. Root of coefficient of y square, again a square. Now when you do that in here also you'll get the same, right? So coefficient of x is a, so a square, coefficient of y is b square. So root of a square plus b square. Divide here, you get the same. Okay, so only two step. Take the constant to the right hand side, make it positive, divide with the coefficient of x square and coefficient of y square, root of it. If you want, I'll give you an example. With that you'll understand how you get the question. Okay, so I give you an equation, the standard form, okay, x plus, or general form, x plus 3y plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so forget about the first method. That's how you got it. Okay, you can put those values which we have learned by using the equation. The shortcut, take the constant, take to the right hand side. Okay, what I'm going to do is x plus 3y equal to minus 2. Make it positive. Make it positive means it become minus x minus 3y equal to 2. Okay, take this as root 3. This is root 3. Okay, so my equation is x plus root 3y plus 2 equal to 0. So first I did this. I take the constant to the other side, made it positive, so I got this minus x minus root 3y equal to 2. Then what I told you is divide this with root of coefficient of x. Okay, what is that? Coefficient of x? Minus 1. So minus 1 square plus coefficient of y, that is minus root 3 square. So that become 1 square, that is 1. Okay, plus 3 which is equal to root 4 which is equal to 2. So I need to divide this with 2. Okay, so once you divide with 2, this will become minus 1 by 2 x. Okay, then minus root 3 by 2 y equal to 1. Okay, why I'm dividing like this? Because I need to make this as 1. So here anyway you got 1. Okay, so this is actually your p. So you can write this as, see, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. So what is your alpha here? See, this is your, now you can write, this is your cos alpha, this is your sin alpha, this is your p. Okay, so from this you can see cos alpha and sin alpha both are negative. So in which quadrant cos and sin is negative? That is in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant tan is positive, right? So cos and sin is negative. So third quadrant means 180 plus or pi plus. So what is alpha? Alpha is equal to pi plus pi by 3. Okay, 60, because cos 60 and sin 60 is giving you these values. And why it is minus? Because it is in the third quadrant. Since both are negative, I am taking it in the third quadrant. Okay, if sin was positive and cos was negative, I take it in the second quadrant. Okay, if cos was positive and sin is negative, then I take it in the fourth quadrant. I hope you understood this quadrant thing. We will have to discuss in trigonometry in much more detail. Okay, so here, so this is ultimately alpha equal to 240, because pi plus pi by 3, that is 180 plus 60, 240. So what is the actual equation? Actual equation is x cos 240 plus y sin 240 equal to 1. So this is the original normal form. So what was given? What was given as the this general form, we converted to this to normal form, and this is how you'll get questions. Okay, so what we did for the conversion, the step that you need to know: first step, you took the constant to the right hand side and made it positive. So first step is over. Second step, what you did, you divided with square root of coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square, and that you got, this is x, coefficient of x square, coefficient of y square, you got 2. You divided. Once you divide, then what you are getting is your cos alpha and sin alpha, and then depends on the sign you decide the quadrant, then you can get the angle. Once you get the angle, you can directly write it. So I hope all of you understood this, and we'll see again in the next session with more examples and more question. You can get back to me if you have any doubt. Okay, so see you guys. I hope all of you understood, and I'm expecting that you are understanding the concepts. Okay.